Dear Earth citizens, wherever you are, I send this message of love, of compassion, of healing for World Health Day, which is 7th of April. We are in a deep crisis, a deep health emergency created by one tiny virus, the COVID-19. We have a lot of lessons to learn, a lot of resilience to build, a lot of hope to cultivate. We know that there has been an epidemic of new emergent infectious diseases. COVID, SARS, Ebola, Marburg, the list doesn't stop. And this list will keep growing if we do not stop the assault on nature, her biodiversity, her ecosystems. We know where the assault is coming from. An economic paradigm of limitless growth, which means limitless greed, and also a limitless appetite for the last forest, the last farm, the last home of the last species. Every epidemic that we are seeing, including corona, is caused by a jumping of diseases, of viruses from animals to humans, where they were becoming fatal, because we invaded into their homes. We also know that the mortality is higher when they're chronic diseases. As the Navdanya Manifesto Food for Health shows, these chronic diseases are so related to the spread of poisons in our food and our farms. That's why we have to get rid of the poison cartel as a killer cartel, as a cartel that's robbing us of life. What do we do today and after the COVID disaster? First is stop the war against the earth, protect biodiversity, change the economic paradigm to living economies. Second, start growing your own food. We know how vulnerable the globalized supply chains are, which are also based on greed. And the e-commerce of the Walmarts and the Amazons have already destroyed so many farms and our health. We cannot hand over the future of distribution to them. Let us make this beautiful planet a planet of health. Health means wholesome. It means wellness. We can cultivate it. It is in our hands. It's not an invisible enemy that is killing us. It is a conscious, greed-based economy and a denial that we are part of the earth. We are not separate from her. And in our separation, that is physical, let us reclaim our ecological oneness, our social humanity. Let us not allow these artificial divisions to become the basis of future apartheids between nature and people, the poor and the rich, women and men, the colored and the white. These apartheids have been killers of history. Transcending apartheids has to be where we begin, and the garden is a good place to begin. But with that little bit of organic matter return, we create conditions for the mycorrhizae to grow. And as we are isolated in the lockdown, let's think of the little mycorrhizae in a handful of fertile soil. 27 miles of friendship, of oneness, of giving. And soils rich in humus is what keeps the world going. Humanity, being human, is derived from humus. Let us in this lockdown reclaim our deepest humanity, which is being Earth citizens, being of the earth, not outside, not masters, nor refugees. Let us come back home.